Hey everybody, welcome to the Fancy Werewolf Lounge. And I would just like to personally take this time to say that I will fight every member of Fleetwood Mac. I will fight the drummer. I will fight the bass player. I will fight Cat Stevens and Usaf Islam. And and yes, I know that those are two separate. Those are both the same people. I am saying I will fight Cat Stevens from the past and Usam Islam in the present, and whoever he calls himself in the future. I will fight him too.
Apparently, Josh is in the mood for getting his ass kicked.
I will not. I will not, however, fight Stevie Nicks because I'm
She'd
pretty sure,
destroy
is a
you.
witch.
And she'd destroy you. Just absolutely. Nobody could fight Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah,
She's gonna
yeah.
hex your ass.
Nobody can kill Stevie
She's
Nicks.
listening right now
Dude.
and hexing you.
Yes, I said I wouldn't fight her.
Yeah. The reason you're not going to is because thunder always happens when it's raining, and Stevie Nicks
Oh,
always knocks bitches out.
Don't get any
So,
further. We're gonna get a copyright because of that. Now,
I didn't do it to the.
The second time Fleetwood Mac has gotten us.
Yes, if so, everyone knows. The last video we showed a that dog face
420.
420 video, and it was playing that Fleetwood Mac song, and it got a copyright claim on YouTube like right away. And I didn't think like a 10-second clip would that happen, but it was a pain in the ass. But anyway.
Don't you get like 8 seconds on that anyway? Like you get a certain amount of free seconds that you can do a clip of, or is that not true?
I don't.
I wonder if you would put like a disclaimer that says we don't own the rights to this music. That maybe it would have been fine. I don't know.
No. I don't think it's a hard and fast rule. I think it's something they are very case by case basis for no
Don't
reason.
you feel
It's
a
for the
little
lawyers to make up.
fancy, though?
Yeah.
Don't you feel a little fancy that they actually are listening to the Fancy Werewolf Lounge?
That the YouTube
Did they send
bots-
you?
that the bots?
Did they send you a letter, or did you just get an email? So
No,
you could
I was
frame that
uploading the
above your mantle.
video, and
I
it
will
just
take a YouTube robot as a fan. That's fine.
went,
I'm with
it's
it.
like all those Russia voters. Anyway, welcome to the Fancy Werewolf Lounge. I'm your host, Josh Pfizer.
Hey guys, it's your old pal Liberty Bell here.
And with us today
Hi.
is Matt Anderson. How you doing?
Hello. Oh, not too bad, man.
Yeah.
I'm alive. That's the best you can hope for.
Great. And I think we need to address something real quick off the top. You'll notice that Mr. Alomine is not with us today. He has resigned from the podcast. He wants to focus on other projects. He wants to focus on stand-up, and
Divorced us.
he divorced us. He divorced you. But he wouldn't take me with him in the divorce. He's got to pay child support, and by child support I mean beard wax. And
Yeah, we need some alimony.
I really
Uh,
hope he sees this. And
I'm gonna make him listen to just that part, and then he's gonna hate me even more. So
You can't hate that. That was amazing.
yeah, but just so everyone knows, we all left on good terms. It was,
and we already miss him. We love you, Aloe.
Yes.
And we wish you the best with everything that's going on, always and forever. And we know you'll be back on sometime, so I'm not gonna cry. I promised I wouldn't cry. But anyways, yes, Aloe has left us. Aloe has left the building.
Just so again, to reiterate, Aloe is just not going to be on the podcast as a host. He is not dead the way Liberty is making it out to be.
The Megan. Yeah,
I just love him.
she's
I
gonna
just
murder
love
him. She might murder him.
You know, I told you guys I was feeling kind of bitchy today, so
That's true.
Is it because of this?
no.
It's just her normal.
Just dumb people bothering me.
Ooh, what's going on?
I don't really want to give it any more attention.
Okay, cool.
You know, it's just like negativity breeds negativity, so I'm just trying to let it go.
Yeah, That's true.
Oh, cool. My cat just clawed my back.
Yeah, you
Shut
gotta.
up, the star of the podcast. Here she
That's a
is.
feline tumor.
It's not the tumor.
It's not the tumor.
Not the tumor.
Looks like a tumor.
It's a cute one though. That's not one you want to get rid of. Like,
Yeah, no,
we just keep it. We'll just keep it.
Keep it.
It's like what's the thing from Total Recall?
Oh God, I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Quanta or something. I just know he goes Quaid. I am really tired today. I'm off of a 12-hour shift. And
Oh, I thought it was probably some sexually related bullshit like normal.
hey, just don't slut shame me.
I'm not.
I mean, 12 hours, man. That's a good run. You know.
God,
12
I'd be
hours
tired
straight
too.
on OnlyFans.
Just straight.
Make
that money, baby.
Can you imagine?
Make that money.
Can you imagine? Like, I'm sure like Prince would fuck for 12 hours.
I don't know. I feel like
minimum.
I feel like there's got to be a Guinness World Record for fucking.
Yeah, but what does that entail? Like, you get breaks. You have to have water breaks.
You have to have like at least a snack.
Well, you got to have a judge there. You got a judge there, so it's already a 3-way. Total bonus.
Well, no, it's exhibitionism.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's really hope that judge isn't a cuck. Otherwise, it's gonna make for some real uncomfortable stuff.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh God. So Matt, whenever we have a guest on the show, we like to go through a series of questions with them.
Oh my God. Okay, so 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Like one straight fuck set.
Oh wait, no, that was just making out.
Still, that's
not worth it. You have to run out of saliva at some point.
You're just swapping it back and forth. Like, that's how you maintain teamwork.
Yeah, how do you stop? I mean, I guess, yeah, that would be the only way to survive. If you didn't, I mean, they're coming dangerously close to 72 hours without water, and you will die.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just constant back and forth.
Yeah.
Because you can't make out alone. You need a partner.
Tell that to my hand.
Go down this fucking rabbit hole. The world's largest penis is 9.5 inches when flaccid and 13.5 when erect.
No, I've seen stories of this guy.
A Russian woman lifted 31 pounds with her vagina.
Kegels. Gotta love it.
The longest ever masturbation session belongs to a man, of course. He lasted 9 hours and 58 minutes.
Well, I thought the stereotype is men don't last long.
Brit Chris Nicholson unhooked 20 bras in 60 seconds to score a Guinness World Record. The furthest
none
man
outside
ever
of that.
was 18 feet and 6 inches.
What's that?
Holy shit. Some dude jacked it and it went 18 feet 6 inches.
Was his name Clark Kent?
I don't know.
That's like a
maybe it was Paul
soaker.
Bunyan. The record for the most orgasms in 1 hour is 134.
Oh, that's too much. That's bad. Like I've like
sounds good to me.
There are
How is that even possible? You have multiple orgasms a second? Oh wait, no, in an hour.
Technology found a way.
Yeah,
orgasms a minute.
I mean, I have like jerked off 7 times one time in a day, and at the end it was
that's
just
an impressive refractory
joyless.
period, man.
It was joyless, and I was just doing it to do it. It was bad.
It sounds like a chore.
It was it was depression masturbating is what it was. Like, you know how you do is like, I'm just not feeling good. I need
but like something. 7 times at that point, I mean, the depression would just kick in for me and be like, why even bother?
Yeah, I was basically coming air at some point. I was queefing from my pee hole.
Oh my God.
It was just a little.
That is just awful.
It is, but it's also like impressive. So
thank you. Yes, thank you. See, Liberty, somebody gets
it. How did your dick turn into a vagina?
No, I didn't turn.
6
It's just
weeks.
the pee hole was just. Never mind. I'm not gonna explain the mechanics to you if you're not gonna, meet me halfway, Liberty. It's gonna make this your fault
I
somehow.
don't want to meet you halfway on this one, not remotely.
Oh God. But Matt, how have you been dealing with everything mentally, physically, emotionally?
Uh, that is the question, isn't it? Well, right before like the big shutdown, I was actually going to move, and that got kind of killed, obviously. And then so I didn't bother to look for apartments around the Cedar Valley. So I'm living with my sister right now, and that's lovely. Uh, the first 3 months I drank just fucking every day because there was nothing else to do. But I got another bar job, like work wise, stable, same old boring shit. I really miss telling stand up. Like, and I know there are places around Iowa that are doing it right now, but I just, I'm iffy on it, man, because this shit scares me.
Yeah,
Because my dad,
It should fucking scare you. Like a lot of
dude,
people.
my dad, and my dad's super high risk. So, like, if I travel anywhere and I fuck up once, like, I don't have a dad
Yeah.
anymore. And that'd really suck. Mentally, I'm actually pretty dope because I took most of this time. I see shrink now twice a month. That's kind of cool. And I meditate a lot. So that helps out.
Yeah, yesterday was
Good.
by the way, World Mental Health Day. So yeah, just PSA if you need help.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, there are a lot of there are plenty of resources. Unfortunately, we don't have universal health care in this country, so not everybody can
Hellhole,
afford like a very good
this
therapist.
shit
But
box.
there's
Dude.
I think it's called Better Health. BetterHelp, or God, I'll have to look it up. But there's a cheap-ish resource online that you can use to talk to somebody. So
Well,
Yeah, but
and I'd
there's all
recommend
sorts
it.
of apps and things, ways that you can do things that help your mental health also that are free. And of course, the suicide hotline if you ever need that.
yep.
Or just call a friend. That's what did it for me. I wasn't gonna share this, but yeah, when I was really, really down in the dumps, I put it off for a while. I'm like, I don't need help. I really don't need help. I'm fine. I don't need help. And I did. And I called my mom of all people because she's a nurse. And as soon as she answered the phone and just said a word, I started to bawl. So that she's like, it's okay. People go through this. That's the tough part is like, you feel so alone with it, but talking to someone, you don't know what they've been through. So it's an opportunity to help you out.
Yep.
So call someone up.
Yep.
Really brought the room down on that one, but
No, no.
Let's talk about
It's just-
let's talk
it's
about the
really
largest
cool
penis again.
It's really cool that you can be vulnerable and
Yep.
share that with yourself because especially like mental health is so stigmatized anyways, but especially for men. You hear, oh, just
I'll
be a man. Yeah,
Yeah.
just be a man, get over it kind of shit. And
Hey, you really want to
you
be a
know,
man? Be in
we
touch
need
with
to
your
fucking end that.
emotions.
We need to end that. Yeah, no kidding. And I luckily grew up with a dad who was very emotive and would cry in front of us and stuff like that when he was hurting. And he always told my little brother, it's okay to cry when you're sad or hurt or whatever. And
Yeah.
that's one thing I'm really grateful for, I guess, because a lot of people don't have dads like that. So that's cool, Matt. Thank you for sharing that. I know that was probably hard for you to do.
Honestly, not really. Like at first I was kind of iffy on it, but if it helps somebody, I'm cool with it. You just got to get used to it. It can't be stigmatized anymore. It's like, these things happen. Let's talk about it.
Right. Well, you are one good human. We're lucky to have you on the podcast. Thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here. I wouldn't say I'm a good human, but yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
You're not good at humaning. What is this walking
care about
thing?
other people. You're light years beyond other people.
Dude, I'm super bad at humaning. As far as like I'm friends with, like, I love my friends, but I'm not a good communicator when it comes to, like, oh, I haven't talked to so and so in a while. I'll call them up. Nah, doesn't happen. I'm just like, if I see you, I see you, and I love you, and we'll chat then. But I'm so bad at, like, being, what's the term I want to go with? A good at humaning, I guess. I don't have a term for it.
Well, it's 2020. Nobody calls anybody anymore. You text, Matt.
Well, I mean, or you could Zoom it. That's what we're
Or you
doing.
can
Brought to you
Zoom
by
it.
Send a
Zoom.
snap.
Send a snap of your dick.
Send a snap
your
of
friends.
you after
I
you've
have
ejaculated.
never
Oh.
sent a dick pic
Feet.
ever.
What?
I've never
Really?
sent a dick pic. Nah,
Huh.
dicks are
Good
weird,
for
man.
you,
Like,
Matt.
I mean, yes, they
I'm
are
proud of
weird.
mine. I'm proud of mine, but, like, no one wants to see it. Come on, man. Like, especially unsolicited.
No one wants to see it.
No one
Well,
wants
yeah,
to
no,
see
of
it.
course
That's
not
not true.
unsolicited, but you know, you gauge it, and you know, if you're feeling it, it's just like, hey, you know,
Look at that.
we're doing something here. Do you wanna see my my Peter?
If I get to that step, yeah, but normally it's like I don't do relationships well, so it's like I'll see a girl for a little bit, it'll go well, and then it just doesn't work out. So I haven't gotten to the I'm gonna send a picture of my penis phase, and I'm okay with that.
I do know one person who looks at pictures of penises to get aroused. So, you know, there are people out there, Matt.
Who, Liberty? Who is it?
I can't share that information. It would be
It's too much information.
confidentiality.
Yeah, be a breach of self
It's
confidentiality.
not me. If it was me, I would say that.
Yeah, you know, that's
I don't
true.
look
That
at
I
pictures of
absolutely know
dicks
that.
to get turned on. I'm not that desperate. I just go out and get some dick. Get the dick, not
Was
look
fan
at it.
97?
Yeah,
Strong
Cubs
woman
fan
right there.
97. my new boo. Well, I mean, we've been going steady for like 6 months now since I joined the bingo club, so
yeah. It was really
it's hot and heavy. Some other dude came in my bingo DMs the other day too,
yeah.
so he's
How'd
got
that
some
go?
competition now.
No, it's just, and maybe you guys can get together and just
Maybe.
maybe. So Matt, what entertainment have you been consuming lately?
Movies, man. I mean, Halloween being here, or the Halloween season, horror movies, clearly. That's always on the docket.
Yep.
As far as stuff I watch on the regular, Archer's got a new season out. It's pretty enjoyable. I read a lot. And then Lovecraft Country. If you haven't seen it,
I heard
really
that's very
recommend
good.
that. It's super good.
Yeah, I'll need to.
Which one?
Lovecraft Country. It's one of those HBO Max shows.
Yeah, I've been can't get my password back for my HBO Max account. It's weird. So I don't know.
I use a buddy's that he offered me, so I take advantage if I can.
Hell yeah!
like
I'm
most
fortunate
of the
that way.
country.
That's just how it is, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, I have my friend's Hulu, my sister's Disney Plus, and I was paying for Netflix for everybody for like the last 4 years. And my dad Instagram DM'd me and said, I called Netflix and had them switch our account to my credit card. So I'm
Wait,
like,
he called Netflix?
apparently
do that?
I don't know how
What
he
the
contacted.
fuck? That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of bizarre too, but whatever. Remember when Netflix used to come in the mail? I mean, times
Yeah, I
change.
remember. Well, yeah.
do you
but
remember
I don't,
that? Yeah.
I don't expect there to be like an actual person on the phone taking calls. It's
I
just
don't
like-
know how he did it, but he just sent me a message and on Instagram saying that he put it on his card, and I'm like,
Well,
hell yeah!
I need that number so that every time they cancel a good show after 3 seasons for no fucking reason, I can complain.
Call him bitch.
Because that's something they actually do is like like a show that will do perfectly fine will be canceled after 2 or 3 seasons.
They just did that with Glow. Netflix just canceled that.
Oh fuck! Did they do that?
With
Was it Glow? I
Glow?
thought it was Mindhunter that I heard that they did.
Glow got canceled, man.
Man,
They were
fuck! That was
they
a
were gonna do
great
a season
show.
4, and then COVID happened, and then like I think yesterday or the day before, they're like,
Yeah, so they did.
yeah, we canceled Glow.
Yeah, I like that's something I heard.
Son
Like
of
a
a
lot of
bitch.
TV shows might not come back because of COVID has delayed them, and the contracts, are just running out.
Oh, and then you
I
got to
think-
renegotiate and all that shit. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that sucks. Fuck, I really like that show.
I did too.
But
I
yeah,
liked it too because there was a character with my name.
yes.
Liberty Bell.
But yeah,
How
that
could I
well, the thing that the reason they do that is because like keeping shows on there aren't that's not in their perception bringing their model is to bring in new customers, not
Mhm.
keep not so much keep old ones.
Well, yeah, because I mean they've got your money already. What are you gonna do? Cancel Netflix? Come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
man.
actually genuinely I might. Like I find myself using it less and less, and all the shows that
Wow,
I've
Josh. You
what?
might make a
It's a
decision.
possibility.
Either cancel it or not, Josh.
Wow.
Shit or get
wow,
off the pot,
Liberty,
man.
you're really getting on me right now over this. Like, what the hell?
I told you I was feeling bitchy today.
But like, yeah, I just like, that's probably the last straw is Glow because I can't really think of
That's
like
the last straw.
because BoJack Horseman, best show
BoJack
of the
Horseman?
2010s.
That was amazing.
The
That
fuck?
was great, and that wrapped up almost perfectly.
What about you've got the Umbrella Academy still on Netflix.
Oh fuck!
You've got
I'm waiting for them to announce that they canceled Umbrella Academy.
Schitt's
Honestly,
Schitt's Creek too, but I think this
fuck.
was the last season of Schitt's
yeah,
Creek.
and Schitt's Creek was
Yeah.
Well, and also Schitt's Creek is isn't like a Netflix exclusive, so I might just find it somewhere else. I might get the DVDs of that shit because it's like
I love that show. I'm genuinely sad that it's ending. I
but
love
they had
it.
a good run, like of like what 5-6 seasons.
6
Yeah,
seasons.
they went
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I think they
6
went out on
seasons.
their own terms too.
Yeah,
Like
and that's probably
Oh yeah, I think that they would have kept doing it. I think that Daniel Levy probably has something else in the work.
yeah, I'm sure he does. He's like he's on the come up after that one.
Dude,
Yeah, he got
I will
nominated
miss,
for a bunch of awards. So
Yeah.
they won a bunch of awards for that.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
well,
miss
it's a
Catherine
great
O'Hara.
freaking show. It's a
Yeah.
great show.
Catherine Hara, John,
I mean, like
Eugene
every
Levy.
character is standalone. Every single character is, lovable, endearing in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it started out as like, oh man, I'm really annoyed by these rich people, but it was like, I'm kind of charmed by everything about this. Like, yeah, like Catherine O'Hara, like, and I haven't watched it in a while. Like, I was in the beginning of season 2. Like, what was she? She was like auditioning for something, and she was like, "Oh, she has the worst voice of everybody in here."
Yeah, it was like a.
What about when she
choir or
gets
something, yeah.
the job to be like the face of the wine? and
Yeah,
she-
it's just a
it's
shit
just
show.
the fruit wine?
shit bomb,
Fruit
the
wine.
fruit wine. Yeah. In the sixth season, her and David go do another wine testing for the same dude or whatever, because they're gonna put Moira's face on the bottle of one of the wines, and all of them are just like fucking terrible. So they're like sitting there and they've like mixed up like all the different wines into like every combination they could possibly make out of the 4 different types of wine that they offered them, and they have to call the dad to come get them
Pick
because
them
they're
up,
so
yeah.
good. And he's like, I'm 2 hours late to my dinner, and she's like, well, we still haven't decided which combination of the wine we want. Oh, it was this one right here, and then they can't find the mixture that they made. It's classic. So funny. They're always drinking too.
What was the sketch show that Eugene Levy and like John Candy and Rick Moranis were on in Canada?
Oh.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where I can't find any any actual collections of it or like DVDs. Like it's all clips, like tiny clips too, and it's annoying because it's SCTV because it's supposed to be like one of the most influential sketch comedy shows of all time, and you just can't find it. But
I can honestly say it's the first time I've ever heard about it. So
okay, all right. Speaking
I'm
of
guessing it was good.
Rick Moranis, he got punched in the face
Who
New York.
punches
And, like,
Rick Moranis in the face?
now, here's the
man?
thing.
Like,
Maybe he didn't. Maybe I will say maybe the guy didn't know that it was Rick Moranis. Like, I mean, he's been out of the public eye for a long time.
yeah, but I mean, he's got it's his face, man. It's
Does
Hey,
that
you
make
shrunk
a
the kids.
difference? Like, if they would have known it was him, they
like
would've
punching a
wanted to
puppy.
punch
Yes, if
him.
they knew,
Or do you
I'm
think
sure
they
if they
punched him
knew,
because he was Rick Moranis?
yeah, I'm sure if they knew it was Rick Moranis, they would have punched him. That's my half-hearted defense of it. Like, no one should be punching people randomly,
unless they're a
but like,
complete monster.
yeah, well,
And
a
then they're
complete
like,
monster.
but they're like, that's Rick Moranis. I
Yeah.
gotta punch this guy in the face.
Yeah, a complete monster would be like, I'm gonna punch Rick Moranis. Like, yeah.
I mean, I have punched one person.
Mm.
Have you ever punched anyone, Josh?
No. No, I got beaten
about
up
you,
in high
Ben?
school,
You ever
but
punched anyone?
Yes, but I think it was during.
why is there a question mark that you should know if you punch somebody?
Because like a hit from me is not like a real punch. That's like I'm non-violent for the most part, but I think it was a bar situation where I was working as a bouncer, and that's probably where
Had
it
to punch
was.
again. Had to punch.
I mean,
Punch a guy.
you never strike first. That's the thing. So if I did punch that dude,
He had it coming?
definitely hit me.
Well,
first.
I
Yeah.
punched this lady because she pulled a knife on me and she was running across the schoolyard and she yelled, "Bitch, you stole my man!" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And
No,
then
I think you
she
told
pulled
me
a
the
knife
story,
on me, so I just punched her. I mean, what else was I gonna do? She was gonna stab me, you know.
That's
Then-
totally worth
No
the
one,
punch.
no one was blaming you. No one was like coming at you when you said you were punch somebody. Like, you
Well,
don't have
I
to,
just
like,
want
be
people
so
to know
aggressive
what
in defending
happened.
it.
Okay, I don't
Okay,
want
all right,
I don't want
all right.
America to think that I'm just go around punching people. Okay,
It was
shit.
Liberty who punched Rick Moranis, people. And
it
Where
was
were you
me,
2 weeks ago?
and I knew it was Rick Moranis, and I
You
said,
monster!
she flew to
And I
New
punched him.
York City just
specifically to find him.
With
and
one goal in mind.
one goal in
I'm
mind:
gonna
punch
find
Rick
Rick
Moranis.
Moranis.
Yep, I
Punch
punched
the
him,
guy
and then
from Honey, I Shrunk the
immediately
Kids.
left.
There should have been a third movie, and then you just drop a hammer.
Oh no, there was. There was a third
There
movie.
was a third
Was
movie.
there a
There were
third movie?
three.
Yeah, it was straight to video,
I
but
only
it was like,
remember-
yeah. It was this time
I
it
only
was
remember
the
we shrunk
adults.
ourselves, so
This time it was the adults who got shrunk.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shrunk ourselves.
No,
I
I thought that
yeah.
was the second one.
What was it called?
No, the second one was Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk
it's
the
just a
Kids. Honey, I
giant,
Blew
like,
Up the
yeah.
Kids. And the third one was, what was it called? We Shrunk Ourselves? I can't
Honey,
Honey,
remember.
I think we
Honey-
shrunk ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's Honey.
Honey, we fucked up again.
Rick Moranis
that's-
shouldn't own a shrink gun.
God damn it, I just meant to make that
He wasn't-
gummy bear
he was
3,000
hardly-
feet tall.
Yeah, he wasn't even a good Ghostbuster. And let's face it, the Ghostbusters kind of suck at their job.
You know what? Don't at the Ghostbusters. Now you've
the
crossed the
Ghostbusters
line.
twice they let Ghost loose. They themselves.
Nobody is perfect, okay?
I
Think
if you-
about how many ghosts they did quarantine and contain.
And then they all got out
Before it was cool.
before it was cool.
They should have let them out in the White House.
Oh yeah, we haven't been able to discuss this. Yeah, Trump got COVID and I think is okay now.
He
So he
didn't even
says.
get it. It was probably all a hoax.
To what end?
Just so he
Definitely
could be
got
like, look at how strong I am. I'm just fine. Yeah, okay. They also fucking injected you with stem cells, you asshole.
Yeah, he's got medical capabilities, not him himself, but like allowed to him. That
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure he got it. I'm positive he got it because he did that stupid like I came back from the White House video where he like labored up the steps, and when he took his mask off, he was clearly like not doing well.
Yeah,
Which
that's
He
the
says he
bigger
feels
thing. Like,
better than he's ever felt. That's what he said. I feel better than
That's-
I've ever felt.
yeah, but he lies about everything. So
yeah, that's
you know.
the big thing. Like if he's telling, because that's really why I don't think like he would have allowed him. He would have faked it because he wouldn't purposefully make himself look weak at one point. So,
and with all the new cases that are popping up at the White House, like, yeah, he got it.
mhm.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
And he is
He's gonna be fine because, like I said, they injected him with stem cells and like 3 other treatments that aren't even like publicly released.
What I hear, like from everything I hear, like he's been pumped full of steroids, and I've heard like people like medical people speculate once he gets off those steroids, he is going downhill real fast.
I don't want him to die. I really want to see him lose. So like, and he's got to be alive.
But the thing
that.
is, like, he's not, and he said this so many times. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave office if he loses. He's not going to go willingly, and that's going to be, and that's
that'll be really fun to read about.
That will ignite. I truly believe at this point it will ignite a civil war. That sounds like look at look what's going on. Look at like fucking the militia in Michigan. The militia.
What they locked up like 13 people on like 2 different plots to kidnap the governor.
Yeah,
Michigan. Like what the fuck?
Let's not call him a militia. Domestic terrorist. There's the proper title.
Amen.
The homegrown batch.
It's just like what you really think you're gonna get away with any of this shit? Like everything that we do is constantly monitored. I'm probably on a fucking watch list for being on this podcast. They're like, she's radicalized. She hates the president.
She punched Rick Moranis.
For the record, I don't hate him. I just really, 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 really dislike him.
Yeah, we could say hate. Like,
I hate
let's not soften how we feel about such things. Like, I don't think hate is a bad emotion when it's directed in the right places. Hate towards somebody who's caused the deaths of 200,000 people is okay.
Well, I wouldn't say that he caused it, but he definitely didn't do what he should have done to protect the American people. I mean, it's sickening. It's freaking sickening.
Yes.
And that's part of why I was so pissed off today, because the Courier put out this 30 awesome articles about people, Iowans who have died of the coronavirus, and just like memorializing them. And one of them happened to be my grandmother. Like it was, I don't know. It was really a nice thing. I felt like the Courier did.
No, sorry, Liberty.
Yeah, that sucks.
But of course, then you have fucking idiots on the Courier commenting on it. Stupid shit like, well, what about people who die in the military? Why aren't we writing articles about them? And then somebody commented, well, why aren't you guys writing articles about all the Iowa babies who are aborted? Like, people are just so shitty.
Yeah, that's
sorry to cry, but
no, it's okay.
Man. Nah, feel it. Feel the feels.
No, and
that made me really happy, and then
people ruined it.
Such assholes.
Yeah, and it really is one. It's terrible. We're really sorry, Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like the craziest part, is I'm feeling the same thing that literally 200,000 other families are feeling. We're not talking about 200,000 individuals. Like, how many people are in each family, that are going through this? Like, you can't even, see your loved ones when they die. And then I heard this really touching story about this couple, and they were, in their 90s, and somehow the wife got it. I don't know if it was from going to the grocery store or what, but she got it. And, they told her husband that he couldn't be with her. And he was like, fuck that. I'm going to go be with my wife. And he held her hand while she died. And then, he got the virus and he died 2 weeks later. It's just fucked, man. It sucks. And it's just sickening that people won't do more. We all can do more, to prevent the spread. And we just really have to. It's this is never going to end unless we do, and it fucking sucks. Like, everybody wants things to go back to normal, but like, my life is never going to be the same. And there are a lot of people that, not just in the US, this a global thing, that um their loved ones aren't going to be at fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas, like, it just fucking sucks. I don't know, we got to do something about it.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just killing me right now.
It's a time.
It is.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. It just sucks. And it sucks for everybody, nobody wants to have to be in isolation and shit. It's not good for mental health. And I don't know. I don't know how long this is gonna last or whatever. It's just awful. And it could have been over if we would have just fucking locked everything down for like 8 weeks, But we couldn't do that.
Remember when it was like 2 weeks? That's what it was going to be. 2 weeks.
Well,
Shut
it
it
could
down.
have been. It could have been.
Could have been.
It could have been. And here we are. What? Literally, soon enough, it's going to be a whole year. It's going to have been about a year of this, before we know it. So, I don't see anything changing,
Well, it's like the argument everyone gives is like, if we shut everything down, the economy will suffer, and like nobody's even questioning, like, is it really going to be all that? Is the system we have all that great if we can't shut things down, get stuff to people who need it, for them to stay put long enough for this to pass? Is the system that we have to be out there making money, spending money, making sure the businesses we care about don't go under? Is that system really all that great? And like, people are just like, well, it's just the system we got. What are you going to do? It's like, we can factually try to fucking change it.
Or you could make a new system.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so the old system shuts down and you could just, excuse me 1 second. You could change the system up.
Yeah, we can try. And
well, the fact that the vast majority of Americans can only afford like 1 or 2 months rent or mortgage, like, is fucked in the first place. We need to redistribute the wealth. I mean, this is fucking trash. It's like, I don't even know. Like, it's funny to me when I think about it, like, that people actually want to come here, because I feel like, the opportunity is not what it used to be, I guess, because it feels like, to me, it's so hard for, the little people to get ahead, and it's so hard to get like a business loan to create something. You have to work 2 or 3 jobs. Most people are working a couple jobs, like, it's just crazy.
and
we don't even have healthcare. Like, we can't get healthcare.
Yeah, the fucked up thing is, like, what was it? Jeff Bezos, like, he became another tier of billionaire during all this.
He's made like 50, I don't even know how many billions of dollars since this started. Like,
he's gonna be a trillionaire soon.
Jesus, no one should be a fucking trillionaire.
Could literally give.
That's a millions.
He could give $1 million to every American, and without even fucking blinking, and he'd still be richer than anyone else.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, he literally could do that. Why? Like, if I had that kind of money, I can only imagine what I would do with it. I mean, it's like,
he's got more money than you could ever spend in a lifetime. Like,
more money than you could spend in like 15 lifetimes, probably. Like, fucking A. I mean, that kind of money could change everything. If someone who was a kind person had that kind of money, they literally could change the world. Literally.
Well, the fucked up thing is, like, kind people don't become billionaires. Like, they just physically can, because they're gonna, try their best with
the
money
altruism is gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually thought about writing Bezos and being like, "Hey, can I just have $1 million?" Like, you're not gonna miss it because you don't
He
know.
wouldn't
Like,
even notice. He wouldn't even
exactly.
fucking notice.
No, $1
So,
million
like,
is nothing to these guys.
I could imagine him just like sitting behind his fucking big mahogany desk with his quill pen, like, "Dear peasants, I have gotten your request and have deemed it so that I will give you a pittance of $1 million. Do with it what you will. Don't bother me again. Sincerely, Jeff Bezos. P.S. I hate you."
Just,
Jeff Bezos won't even pay his employees a living wage, really. So come on.
I know.
He's not gonna
That's why I'm gonna make the shot. Just write the letter and maybe I'll get a check. That'd be cool.
tweet it. Tweet it. Maybe he'll get shamed into giving you the $1 million.
yeah, that's doubtful. Like he's been shamed enough. Like when he was going through his divorce, and they announced like what his ex-wife would be getting from alimony or like in the
She became one
settlement.
of the richest people in the world.
Yeah, but also like everyone was just like, "Oh, she didn't do anything for that money. Why does she deserve it?" It's like, fuck off. Jeff Bezos didn't fucking earn all that money. Like here's the thing about
I bet she
billionaires.
earned that money.
Another reason like you can't be a good person and a billionaire is because in order to become a billionaire, you have to exploit people. You have to use people up for all their worth.
Well, that's the way the system works now, but I don't know. I think it could be possible to accrue a lot of money, but also be ethical about it,
Yeah, but at some point, like how much, like at what point does that stop? Like at what point, and this is personal wealth. This isn't like going into your business or anything like that, or your investments. This is like what you personally have. At what point does it stop being, okay, I have enough money. And at one point it's just like, you're just hoarding money, like Smaug. That's how you pronounce it, Smaug.
Or Scrooge.
Oh God. Like that's the thing is like now watching DuckTales, I have to like do that thing in my brain which is like, okay, I can't think about this in terms of the real world. I have to think about this as like, okay, a duck swimming in so much money in a safe where he does not. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Sorry, I've had a little cough in the last couple of days. It's not COVID. It's just that it's getting drafty in the place I'm working. But anyway,
to answer your question, I don't know when enough is enough, man. I don't make a ton of money now, but like I spread it out pretty well, and I'm pretty content. But
like I'm thinking
guess,
like for me specifically, I'm thinking like 5 would be the point where it's just like, okay, I don't have to do anything. 5 million. I don't have to do anything anymore. I can buy a nice little house, just live off that for pretty much all of my life.
Travel, yeah,
maybe travel.
Bills are paid.
Yeah.
Well, like I wonder how much interest you would make off of $5 million in a year. Like, of course, it's like, to me, it's theoretical because I'm never gonna have $5 million. But I mean, 5 million is an insane amount of money. I feel like
it is
even more than you would need.
And that's still not especially a fraction of like what Jeff Bezos fucking has.
Jeff Bezos made $5 million since we started this podcast today.
Oh
dude,
God!
Jeff Bezos.
Well, how many millions of dollars does he make an hour?
I think we can actually figure that out. Like I'm sure somebody has calculated that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. So
he makes right now he's making $2.25 billion per week.
Yeah, so he could definitely like just give
he
me
makes
$1 million.
$13.4 million an hour.
Oh boy.
An hour. For doing what? Like, what does he even do? He doesn't fucking do anything anymore. He built this company and he fucking makes $13.4 million an hour.
That dude built an empire. I mean,
he cannot pay his employees $15 fucking an hour.
No, he can't. He just won't.
Yeah, and even like here's the thing: the $15 a figure, that's an old figure. Like I heard that back in like 2011, 2012 is like that's what we should be doing. And the thing is like the national minimum wage is still like $7.50. Like it's
yep. And then if you work
I think it's
like
$7.25
a restaurant or something. But if you work for a restaurant or something, then they can give you like $4 an hour because you're working for tips. So
Yeah, okay. Minimum wage is $7.25.
Well, and the weird thing is the argument of like, well, if they paid them like, full minimum wage or whatever, then the food prices on the food will go up. It's like, but I'm already giving them a tip. I'm already expected to tip them. I'm already paying more than what's on the menu.
and you know what's weird is you're still getting, at least for credit cards, like because they tell you, I can tell you this as a bartender, that you have to claim all your tips. That's what they tell you. But the credit card ones are automatically claimed for you. So you're getting taxed on that, even though like the business didn't make that money. So just pay me the wage.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
because there's what, 2-3 countries that do tipping methods, and then everyone else just pays their workers a fair wage.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, I make really good tips, but the fact that burden's on the consumer to give me that paycheck.
Well, and the vast majority of people, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are using cards. They're not like, I don't generally carry cash around with me unless I know I'm going someplace that only takes cash, so the vast majority of your tips are being taxed, which is fucked up.
Yeah. Capitalism. We
get taxed the shit out of, and we still don't got healthcare from it.
We don't have healthcare. Our roads are fucking shit. Our schools are fucking shit. People are getting
paid more
by the day.
You paid more in taxes than Donald Trump did, probably.
God,
no shit.
So much fucking happened since the last time we recorded. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which I'm sure that he, was taxed on stuff, but like income tax $750, like that's it.
He's
Are you shitting me?
Pig. He's a fucking pig. And then all these people who bitch about how people are on welfare and blah 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 and don't pay any taxes, and the Amish don't pay taxes. The Amish fucking pay taxes.
Immigrants don't pay taxes.
Like,
immigrants
everyone pays more taxes than the president of the United States, who's a fucking quote unquote super wealthy man. And they're like, oh, he's smart for not paying taxes. Well, fuck you. You stop paying taxes and see what happens to you. You'll wind up in jail.
No, on paper, yeah, he did it, but like morally, that's wrong. And B, like, just taxes are good. That's a controversial thing to say, but like, if everyone was taxed what they should be, this infrastructure is pretty much done. Education, way better. But if you make enough money, you can get out of paying taxes, which makes no goddamn sense at all.
How does that? It's like that's where all the wealth is. And that, people want to bitch about, well, our taxes are paying for welfare and our taxes are paying for this and that. Well, we wouldn't fucking need welfare if we were making a livable wage. And it's complete insanity. It's complete insanity. I
really blame Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I think most of what we can like trace most of it back to the Reagan era. We can trace it back to Phyllis Schlafly, who's like the person who made the GOP the party of the evangelical Christianity. This weird fucking death cult of Christianity. Like, I'm pretty sure like you see all these people gathering around and like doing there was like a thing of like, people praying for Trump out, like crowding together, and like that's the
weirdest thing. How can Christians support a person who is that vile?
Do you want to hear my theory? They think he'll bring along the rapture. That's it. It's the only reason they support Israel is because they want the rapture to happen. They don't give a fuck about Jewish people. They want the world to, that's it. Like I
grew up as a way different Christian then, but
well, I'm a believer and I have faith and I model my life after Christ. Like, I want to be a loving, kind person. And, there's nothing wrong with that. It's when I just can't understand how other people who love Jesus or, want to model their life after Jesus could support Donald Trump. I just don't understand it at all.
It's
That's what threw me when he got elected, because before he was president, he sucked as a person. He was like not like kind of blacks in the like apartment renting. He was like very biased towards who he rent to. The Central Park 5 thing, where he took out a full page ad in the paper to be like, these kids did it, they need to die. And it's like, no, they didn't. You're just a racist piece of shit. And so when he was on the docket, like back before he was elected, I was like, no, I don't understand how people can vote for this guy. He's a monster. The quote that was given to me by a friend of mine was that fits him perfectly, because like after The Apprentice and all that shit happened, he's a poor person's idea of a rich person, and
I think that's
really good.
Yeah, I think that's a Mulaney joke, and it's a really good one. And this was
Is it?
long before like Trump was elected. It was like he's a hobo's idea of a rich person, and you know he just came across a bunch of homeless guys around a garbage fire. Is like, oh yeah, when my ticket comes in, I'm gonna build a bunch of tall buildings, put my name on it, hire my kids. And Donald Trump was just like, that's how I'm gonna run my life. Yeah, so but yeah, that's actually it. Like,
God bless you, John Mulaney.
yes, but by the way, I love that this is becoming a kind of socialist podcast. So
I'm cool with it.
yeah. By the way, don't come at us because we don't have any idea of how to fix everything either. But there are people who do. There are people who have been doing the work for a long time and are actually trying. So I know. Like, here's the thing. Like, I know you two are very smart people. I'm okay. But we're not exactly the like policy wonks or anything like that. So we don't have like the answers or the rebuttal. So if he's like, debate me, it's just like, you know what, fuck off. We're venting on this podcast. You don't have to fucking listen.
Right.
But it'd be really nice if you did.
It'd be really nice if you did. Thank you.
Please listen though.
Please listen to the thing you're currently listening to.
And listen more.
Yes, listen more.
Listen harder.
We do talk about comedy sometimes. We do talk about fun stuff. Just not lately.
Well,
we did talk about the ejaculation that reached 18 and a half feet. I don't know why I can't get over it.
You went into a rabbit hole right away. Like you were just like, I'm gonna look up this one thing and just like he jerked off 18 feet.
And this other guy masturbated for 9 hours and 58 minutes straight.
Now more impressed with the ejaculate than the time, but yeah.
I don't know well, I'm sure he came.
Well, I mean, like,
what's that?
I mean, I would hope he came multiple times. If it
is it masturbation if you don't come?
Crazy.
Technically,
it's edging.
Like if you don't come, is it?
It's edging.
Yes, but then you're edging. You're not masturbating. So I think in order for it to be a successful record, he would have had to nut.
To masturbate. Like I think ejaculating is something completely different. Oh no!
It's the finish. It's the finish line. I mean,
it did not say. It did not say if he ejaculated or not.
Well, I mean, like, did he ejaculate once or multiple times? Like, what?
He just masturbated for 9 hours and didn't finish
I would
the race.
literally hope that he ejaculated a few times. I feel like it would be unhealthy to masturbate for 10 hours straight and not ejaculate. Like,
challenge accepted.
That's bad for your mental
health.
All
right, all right. I'm gonna start right now. No.
Josh, get out the lotion.
Oh, I don't need lotion. I do this hardcore. My hands are chapped.
Oh my god.
And I'll jerk myself off with the things hand.
Just a good old fashioned Western style grip hand job to himself.
Oh my god.
Like, I mean, that takes a lot of commitment and dedication for one. And I feel like your muscles would be like sore. Like, are you
gotta switch up arms?
Yeah. I mean, you would have to switch hands, right? I mean,
do you think he took Viagra? Because I can't imagine being hard for that long.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, it has to be like a strain on your body physically to have.
Priapism is what, 4 hours? An erection with 4 hours? And they tell you to go see a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, 10 hours with the heart on. Like, holy shit.
I remember when the joke was when Viagra first came out.
Maybe it was soft for some of it. It could have been. I mean, you can masturbate a soft dick.
I mean, I guess.
Can you not?
I mean, you can stroke it, but is it masturbating at that time? We got to figure out the rules of this now. You got to look up the rules, like what exactly that entails.
The
Because
qualifiers.
yeah, like does he have to be hard the entire time? Like does he get some kind of stimuli? Can he have something up his butt? Like what?
Check the Guinness book because they already had to figure this out because they made it a world record. So they had to make the rules first. It's like step 1, you have to come. That's have to.
Yeah.
Can't edge out. 2, hard or soft, maintain motion. That's number 2. 3, no external stimuli. It's got to be all spank bang.
Oh, come on. You can't do that. At some point, your imagination just doesn't work.
You're going for a world record.
Here's the thing.
That's where champions live. Champions live here.
Here's the thing. Like, I have a feeling like, you know how you kind of need something a little fucked up after a while of like, the thing you've been doing. Like if you're having vanilla sex for a while, you're just like, and you discover something even like slightly kinky, you're just like, oh, wow, this is the new thing. But like, even that, like you do it more and more, you need something.
Yeah, you just get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need like something more fucked up until you're like, I don't know, jerking off to I don't even want to say like how fucked up it could get. Liberty, do you got something?
I mean, I got a few things, but
we go like here's the thing. This episode has been like it started off super sexual and super gross, and then it went super serious. Super serious.
About some mental health
and now we're back to see. This is all my fault because I brought up the ejaculation again. I never should have done that. But.
You've been thinking about it for like last.
Yeah, I mean, I'm constantly
like 18 feet. My gosh. I'm not gonna lie. If someone's like, "Hey, I can ejaculate 18 feet," I want to see it. Just I mean, out of curiosity,
want to see it.
You put a board.
Who would not want to see that? Even I would want to watch that, and I don't even do porn. Like porn isn't even in my thing, like my repertoire. And I want to see that. God damn it, I want to see it bad.
You like put, you can like fill a bullseye up. It's like for him to.
I mean, he needs an OnlyFans. Like, where is this guy? Yeah. He is missing out on so much money. Like, I know, everybody I know would pay at least $2 to see that.
Oh no, you could fill an arena. If Evo Knievel could fill an arena,
look, hey, do a backflip it sounds like that guy can fill an arena.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
The scaly cricket could fill an arena because the scaly cricket from Australia can copulate more than 50 times in 3 to 4 hours, all with the same female. And studies reveal that each time the male mates, a bag of sperm is placed on the female, which she immediately eats. The sperm is an extremely nutritious food for the female cricket, which is why she devours it so eagerly.
There's a fanfic in there somewhere.
Yes, I feel like somebody has made fan art of this.
There's also, a female chimpanzee copulates with 8 different males in a matter of 15 minutes.
Good for her.
And the lioness and he has sex once every half hour for 4 or 5 days.
Damn.
Yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, what I was saying was I Googled sex and well, I didn't Google it. I went to the world's record and just typed in the word sex in the search bar and there's 1,580 results.
That sounds kind of low, actually. That's weird.
Sex related records.
Yeah, and they're, a lot of them are just really obtuse. Like none of them are like, oh, they had sex for 80 days or whatever. But it's like different, governmental leaders entering into same-sex marriage, how many puppies of the same sex in one litter, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, man. So,
yeah. I don't know where to go from that one. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what this podcast is anymore.
Now I want to see a picture of the scaly cricket, though. I have to say that.
Scaly cricket.
So,
This is kind of an interesting one. The largest height difference in a married couple, and you can assume that they're having sex, you know.
Yeah.
The guy was 6'3" and the woman was 3'1". And they were French.
Yeah.
You ever heard of an Australian kiss?
What's that?
It's just like a French kiss, but it's down under.
down under?
I should have saw that coming.
So dumb.
You're a comedian.
Sorry.
You really need to feel bad about that joke.
Hey, I did not write that.
Never
joke,
feel bad
but
about
I love
any
that
joke.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
I think she needs to feel bad about that joke.
Fuck you, Josh.
Speaking of comedy, what have you guys been like? Have you been out doing stand up anywhere?
I haven't done jack diddly. I got offered a couple different shows and I turned them down. I just like at some point, you know, I think it's gonna be safe to return to it. But for me, I just feel like even though I miss comedy greatly because I love comedy, I feel like that's obviously one thing that is not a necessary thing. Like it's necessary to go to the grocery store, to go to the doctor's office. It's necessary to do, you know, a lot of things. It's necessary to vote. Let's mention that.
Get out and vote.
But you know, I just feel like as much as like laughter is a great medicine and a healer, I think that, you know, it's not something that's worth endangering myself or my family or other people's selves or family. So
Yeah.
Right on.
And the thing
but
is, like,
if there was a safe way to do it, like if I got offered like a house show where there were like 6 people in a yard somewhere or something, I would. But the circumstances just really haven't come up.
Yeah.
But of course I miss it, and I've sat in on some Zoom shows and stuff like that, and like do some writing work and things like that. And then, you know, a couple of times I don't know if you were in any of them, Matt, but we did play Jackbox games with some of the Iowa comics and stuff like that. But I haven't done anything. So yeah, I miss it too, but it is what it is. Like, you know, it's gonna be there when this is all over.
Eventually.
yeah, it's good. A lot of industries are going to look completely different. A lot of like hobbies are going to look different. You know, I feel like, festivals, music festivals, stuff like that people are going to probably think, differently about those kinds of gatherings, or gatherings in general. I'm thinking like, I'm kind of hoping like after, things settle down in like 2027, that, when people go out and like they're sick or like they have a cold or something, they'll wear masks. Like, the thing is, like, I don't remember face masks being readily available as much as they are now. You know what I mean?
I don't think they were. I mean,
yeah, because even at the beginning of this, it was just like, wait, where do you even get those?
Well, I mean, it's just like one of those things. We live in one of the most selfish countries in the world, you know. In other places, these are super common, like, you know, especially like Asian culture. They wear them anytime they have a little cold or anything, and they go out in public, like just to protect other people. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
and the people that are anti-maskers, it's just like so annoying. It's obnoxious. I don't think I told you this. This was really funny. So we went every year in late August, we go up to camp on the upper Iowa to commemorate my uncle's passing and like float the river in his honor and stuff. And so this year we went, and there was like a group of 10 of us, and we're camping. So, you know, you can socially distance easily, and, you know, there are a lot of things you can do that are safe. But anyways, we rented the kayaks from the guys, and we have to ride in a van to get like up to the river. So of course, like, we all have our masks on and we pile into the van, and the guy who's driving is like, well, I have a mask. Would you like me to wear it? And we're like, well, yeah, that would be great, being as you are around people constantly in this same van who aren't masked and you're not masked. So, yeah, please wear the mask. And then, so he puts the mask on and he goes, well, I don't believe in any of this shit because I'm covered by the blood of Christ. And he's just like,
fuck.
basically thinks that he's like immune to the coronavirus because he's a Christian, which is freaking weird because, like, seriously, if Jesus were here today, he would freaking wear a mask. Like, let's be real. But so he said that then, and then he said something like, well, and yeah, I'm O positive too, and O positive blood is immune to the coronavirus. And he's like just going on like these basically conspiracies about.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's scientifically proven.
It's not. And then my sister goes,
false.
my sister goes, well, I don't know my blood type, so I'm just trying to be safe. And she was kind of just trying to, move along with the conversation or whatever, because he was like trying to engage us. And he goes, what do you mean you don't know your blood type? You don't ever donate blood? And she's like, well, I've tried to donate blood a couple times and they just never can get my veins. I have really small veins, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then my dad, God bless him, but he says, yeah, I can't donate blood either because when you try to donate blood, they make you write on a checklist and it said, have you ever had gay sex with multiple partners? And I think I've had so much gay sex that, I can't donate blood. And the guy, of course, doesn't say a word and then just starts driving like a complete and total maniac. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. Like, this guy's going to kill us. Fuck COVID. This dude is going to literally murder us because my dad just made some dumb gay sex joke. I'm like, we're going to go back to the campground and all of our tents are going to be on fire. This guy knows where we live right now. Like, why? It was so awkward. It was so embarrassing. And then, of course, my dad is just rolling with laughter. He's sitting in the front seat right next to the guy. I'm like, he's probably going to like kick your ass when we get out of this van. Oh, my God.
Well, oh, God. It's just...
I don't need to wear no mask. I'm covered by the blood of Christ.
Covered by the blood of Christ. Jesus, like, fuck you. Here, oh, God, I hate the hubris of those kinds of Christians that...
I'm just going to go get a bottle of wine and put it over my door top, like Passover for COVID.
Passover for COVID, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's oh, God.
Some people's kids.
Yeah.
He also only had like 2 fingers, so he looked kind of like the
so I guess Christ didn't protect him enough.
Yeah.
Well, he was covered by the blood of Christ, but they missed those couple fingers.
So
it's like an Achilles heel situation. Which, by the way,
those
that story makes no
covered
fucking
with the blood
sense.
of Christ, and he licked it off.
What, the story of Achilles?
Yeah, because it's okay. The dipping the kid in the thing. Why were you holding the kid, a baby, by the heel? That seems very inefficient.
Because it's a baby. You're trying to like keep it as far away from you. It's like, I don't want this thing. And then you dip it.
But you care
So,
enough
like,
about
you're
the
holding
baby
it like
to make
this.
sure it's
Yeah, but you also don't want to touch that baby. You don't know where that baby's been. That's a gross
it was
baby.
her baby. Her vagina.
Still could be a... Maybe that... Maybe she wasn't very clean. I don't know.
Vagina. That's not how babies are born. They come in the mail by stork.
Thought that was true.
How did that become a thing?
The stork?
Yeah.
Well, people used to not talk about vaginas at all. Like, people never even really said the word.
That was like a dirty word. So,
right. And people never said penis either, Like, it's
so
like,
basically, parents lying to their children. That's how that
back
became a
in
thing.
the day, everyone was like 3 years old permanently. So, to talk about gay sex.
And you died at 2 while working the fields.
Basically,
it's like you had to have like 15. You had to like give birth 15 times, and you ended up with 3 kids.
Oh yeah, had to.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Can you just imagine Liberty being pregnant all the time until you're like 50?
I mean, I'm like the kind of person I don't even want to say what I'm going to say because people are
Do
gonna
say it. Say it.
Go for it.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
I mean, I have literally thought about how awesome it would be to get pregnant just to not have a period for 10 months. Like, come on.
Yeah, you
I'll
just have
take
a
your word
tumor
for it.
leaning on your
If
bladder.
you could continuously be pregnant and never have a period, I think it would be fine. And I was going to say, and if you only wound up with just a couple kids instead of 15, that'd be even better, which is why I didn't want to say this. And thanks for making me share it because I look like a monster and I'm really not. I swear.
Well, you've heard, Liberty, that liberals want abortion to happen up until the moment of birth, like right up until the moment of birth.
I'm going to take one of these babies and trade it in for 15 Big Macs.
Did we ever settle
Sorry, Matt. That's a callback. It's a callback
that?
from a previous story we shared. That what was that last podcast or a couple ago? I don't know.
That was the last one, I believe. Yeah.
Some Floridian traded a baby for 15 Big Macs.
He tried. McDonald's was being dicks about it, though.
Yeah, those assholes.
Yeah.
I still think he could have gotten way more out of them than 15 Big Macs, but it's just me.
Could have gotten 16, but
Could have gotten 18 Big Macs in a hot fudge sundae.
if you hadn't told me where that story had taken place, I would have guessed Florida anyway.
Of
So
course you would have.
because that's where just weird shit happens.
Yeah.
Always.
QAnon,
God bless Florida. I mean,
QAnon's
my
looking at
God.
QAnon's looking at the wrong places. Child trafficking isn't happening with politicians and movie stars and stuff like that. It's happened with Floridians, but only for like they're stealing babies.
But only for Big Macs.
It's not a sex thing either. Like there's no like rape going on. It's just
They're
like
just
No.
that hungry.
It's really
They're like,
hungry.
I really need Big Macs, and I got to feed my 14 other kids Big Macs. So
So
can
this
have-
is
Yeah,
the
that's-
one that you get to keep.
you can have the
That's-
freshest. The
that's
freshest.
really
baby
why they
with
wanted to.
Big Macs.
That's really
We
why
just
they
picked
had
it off
Jeffrey
the
Epstein.
tree.
That's really why they had Jeffrey Epstein killed. It's because he was
Oh, 'cause
about
he
to
had too
blow
many
the
Big
thing
Macs?
wide open and all that.
Oh man, we're awful.
Yes.
But that's what makes it fun.
Yes, that's what makes it fun. Oh my god. Amy.
I was gonna say this during the mask conversation, but like I actually enjoy wearing it because I have what's commonly known as a resting bitch face. So I don't smile a lot in public.
Oh,
So the
Matt,
fact that I
give yourself some credit. You also have an active bitch face.
I do have an active bitch face, true. When you're
Maybe
right,
you're
you're
just a
right.
bitch.
I mean, probably, but-
Damn. This is
Hey, when you're-
this is not
when
how
you're
you're
right,
supposed
you're
to
right.
treat guests on the podcast, Josh. How many times do I have to tell you this?
no, he treats me like this in real life too.
Yes,
Whenever he's at my bar,
absolutely.
so he's just.
What was
being
it?
true to
I came
himself.
in at like 6:45 one day. Like it was like 15 minutes before the end of happy hour, and I was like, Matt, I'm in here right now because I know like in a little bit you guys are going to raise the price of beer by $1 like the capitalist pigs you are.
Yep.
And I
We did.
I brought it all out
meant
on
every
you
word.
specifically. Yeah.
But I like wearing the mask. Plus, like when I was little, I always wanted to be a ninja, and now, 27 years later, I fucking did it. And all it took was a gigantic pandemic. So,
Yeah,
Worth
okay.
it.
so
Worth
because
it.
you're wearing a mask, you're a ninja now.
dude, yeah, you absolutely.
That offends real ninjas everywhere, okay?
Yeah, but the thing is about real ninjas everywhere is if they're mad about it, I'm never gonna know because I can't see them. And if I do see one, then I'm already dead. So
Well, not all ninjas are murderous assholes.
Actually,
I guess
that's
they are.
exactly what ninjas were.
There are still ninjas.
Wait, what?
There are still ninjas. They're not just out there murdering people constantly.
but not around
Then what
here.
are they
Right?
gonna? Then what are they doing?
I have a friend who is a ninja. That's all I'm gonna say.
No,
Are they
you
with
have
you
to
now?
elaborate on shit like when you say bullshit like that, Liberty. You
It's
have
not
to elaborate, on it,
bullshit. You can friend him on Facebook.
but you won't say anything more.
Well, what else is to say? He's a ninja and he doesn't murder people on the regular.
On the regular, so on the sometimes.
I'm quite sure he's never murdered anyone.
That's not a ninja. That's just
But I
a guy who
haven't
sneaks
asked him.
around. That's pretty much a peeping tom.
Practicing
That's a
the artistry
guy
of
in a mask.
ninja.
that's just a guy in a mask then. which I am sometimes.
That's pretty much that's all you're doing. It's just like
That's
you're like hiding in bushes and you're just like ninja.
You should see what the cool shit he does. He's like,
Can you
he's
imagine
great.
it? A ninja just like running around saying the word ninja,
Ninja.
does a tuck roll and
Ninjas
like
don't
comes
say
up.
ninja. Oh
Ninja,
my
ninja,
god.
ninja.
All these you
Ninja,
guys are
ninja,
so
ninja.
confused about what ninja hood means.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
I'm gonna look up the definition of ninja right now, and nowhere is it gonna mention that they're murderous bastards like you both think.
They're
I think if you look at
assassins. That's what
if
they're
you look at the
trained
history
for.
of ninjas,
Not all ninjas were assassins.
but all assassins were ninjas.
Actually, that's not true either.
At the time, it was. I don't know.
The
At the
functions
time,
of a ninja
no.
included espionage, deception, and surprise attacks. So
I.e.,
some
murder.
spies.
Isn't that what a surprise killing is? Liberty is a murder.
Also, it says here that it says surprise attacks. It never says killing.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is.
it just beats the
That's
shit
just
out
what they
of
want you to think.
They just do
It
that
says
Smirnoff Ice challenge
their
at you.
covert methods of waging irregular warfare were deemed dishonorable and beneath the honor of the samurai.
Yeah.
So they made ninjas do
Are
it.
ninjas real today?
Apparently.
Only in New
it
York
says
and only in the
there
sewers.
are few surviving ninjas.
So wait, this makes it sound like these are guys that have been alive since feudal Japan.
Not
What?
that you would
It
know because they're
is. It
ninjas.
is. That's exactly what we're talking about. I'm
Actually,
talking
originally we were
about-
talking, I like to wear masks, and now we're on ninjas. This has been all over the place today, and I love
Yeah, it
every minute
has.
of
I don't know how I'm going to describe this.
Well,
this
you see,
episode.
you are trying to claim ninja ship, and you are not a ninja, Matt Anderson.
Wow,
I'm not saying that I am.
you're
I said I
very-
wanted to be.
You
It's
said
not
you
like
always
he's-
wanted to be,
it's
and
not
now
like
you
he's
are,
Elizabeth
and you're
Warren
not.
right now.
Just
I get to
because
wear a
you wear a
mask. I'm pretty much a ninja.
Oh, jeez.
I can spy and do espionage
Where
and run around
is
and
your
say the
weapon?
word ninja.
Where's
That's
the nunchucks? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, Matt Anderson, you're a ninja. Do the ninja rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret
Yeah,
of Use.
do it.
Oh man, the Vanilla Ice. I can do the
Go
chorus, and that's
ninja,
about
go
it.
ninja,
Go
go.
ninja,
Everybody
go,
can.
go.
No.
Yeah.
I know it
I'm
starts
trying to
with
get Matt to do it. I'm trying to encourage him.
yeah. No, I know it
That's
starts
all I
with
know is go ninja.
this first verse starts with like stop. It's the green machine gonna what is it? Gonna rock the mic without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Yeah, slamming and jamming to the new wave sound. Iceman, you know what I'm saying? What the turtles are laying. Ninja. And by the way, like that's in a movie full of ridiculous moments. That's the most ridiculous moment where Vanilla Ice does a impromptu rap and dance to the bizarre thing he is witnessing for the first time in front of him.
And it sounded very rehearsed too.
Yeah.
Also, just because you did most of that first verse, you're also going to get like a cease and desist letter from Vanilla Ice. So now you'll have one from Fleetwood Mac and one from Vanilla Ice. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about Vanilla Ice. Like, yeah, Fleetwood Mac. You know, I'm scared of but Vanilla Ice. No. Did you ever hear his Suge Knight story?
No, I'm guessing he probably got his ass kicked because
Well,
Knight
Vanilla
beat up a lot of
I
people.
forget what like. Okay, so a rapper that Suge Knight was representing at the time. I think did some writing for Ice Ice Baby. I think he did some stuff for that, but didn't get the apparently the money he thought he deserved. So Suge Knight went to Vanilla Ice's hotel room and dangled him off the balcony until yeah.
See, he was an
By his
ninja.
heel.
He was no, that's not what Suge Knight cannot be a ninja. Have you seen Suge Knight?
Suge Knight.
I'm just kidding.
Suge
He
Knight's
went to-
car could be a ninja. It took out a couple people with surprise attacks.
Oh, are you talking about how he hit people with his car on outside the set of
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton?
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
So his car was a ninja.
No, it wasn't. People saw that coming. They just couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
So it was a really good. It was a really good ninja.
Not everything is a
The
ninja
fact of the
match.
matter, I know. The fact of the matter is when I was a little kid, moral story, I wanted to be one, and now I have the opportunity to wear a mask around my face and potentially be a ninja. I'm appeasing all parties here. Because while I have not done my
Well, if
official
you
training,
want to
now
learn the art of a ninja, I will hook you up with my friend who's an actual ninja, and he will teach you. So
cool.
that's on the table.
Is
The
the
friend
guy
that you can't say the
a
name of right now.
like?
His
Let me
name's
guess. It's
Isaiah.
Master Splinter. It's Splinter.
No, his name's Isaiah. He
I
also
think I know who you're
spent time-
talking. No, I know who you're talking about.
He's
Yeah,
a
I work
fucking
with that
ninja,
guy.
man. He's a real fucking ninja. No shit. He's got it all. He's
No,
a
he's
ninja.
impressive. He was maybe we should have him on sometime because
We
he's
should have
done
him on the
some shit, yeah.
podcast because like he could literally do like 57 backflips in a row and people would be like, holy shit, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
They
I
could like
I
scale
wonder
up the side of my house and jump off of it, free jump off of it, like 25 feet. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
was
ninja.
like, when you were saying all that, I was just like, I wonder if it's the same guy I'm thinking of that kind of does that stuff. But yeah,
He's a ninja.
yes, yes, he's a
He
6 foot
really is.
ninja.
I don't know how tall he is, but
He's pretty tall.
He's at least 6 foot, probably.
Yes. Anyway, we should be wrapping up fairly soon. Matt Anderson, Matthew, anything you want to discuss before we take off?
Oh, not really. I mean, we kind of covered literally every base you can cover. I guess I want to know how you guys are doing, but we kind of talked about that. Love doing this. This was a blast. We were all over the map. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it was
that's how
fun.
we rule.
So Matt, is there any place you want people to find you?
Yes, you can find me every weekend. I'm bartender at the Octopus Bar now, where when like you can go out and we can do shows again. I also tell stand up with you lovely people. So you can find me there. If not, don't try to find me because makes it easier for both of us.
You're on the internet. You're on the internet though. They can find you on Facebook, right?
They can find me at Facebook. Yeah, I don't really do too much on it, but I'm there if you guys want to chat. So
Or book.
and hopefully,
if they want to book you.
Yeah, I'm very bookable.
Yep.
You are.
And I miss comedy so much that that was the one thing that like I'll take away from not being able to go do anything. If a friend invites me to anything ever again, I'm not gonna like skip out on it. Yeah, you gotta go. Because like, I could just go to the next thing is not an excuse you can use right now.
Embrace
So
the moment. Yeah, that's really great advice. Yeah. I feel like there've been a lot of times where I was like, I just don't really feel like it, but that's totally accurate.
Well, I've been loving this entire thing because it gives me an excuse to sleep all day. But anyway,
and yeah, I love this too. I mean, I could sleep all day sometimes, especially if I've jerked off for how many hours was it?
9.
What's my record again?
9.5 hours.
9 hours.
No, he had to have slept for like a week after that, bro. Liberty, anything you want to?
I'm never talking about weird sex stuff again because I feel like this podcast.
Liberty, don't make promises you know you're not going to.
Okay, I know I'm not going to keep that promise, but it's like, okay, we talk politics and about dicks. That's like what we talk about.
The three greatest
that should be this
topics are religion, politics, and sex. So
yeah,
we talk about those things openly. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, everything you shouldn't talk to your grandparents about.
And I cover you all in the blood of Christ to protect you from Corona. Just kidding. Wear your masks. And
yes.
That's, I guess, all I want to say. No, I don't have anything going on, so I don't have anything to share. But thanks for listening, everybody. And Matt, thanks for coming on. And
it
was a pleasure.
Loved it. Yeah.
I just want to say quick. I also have another podcast. It's called I Love This Flick. It's you can find it on YouTube, Spotify, all the other places you find this podcast. We just dropped a new episode, me and Tanner Randall of the Nerdasota podcast. We talked about Brigsby Bear. It was a really fun time. There'll be more coming out very soon. Hopefully, I'll have you two on sometime, talk about it. But yeah, it's a fun project I'm working on. Also, I might be doing something on Halloween. I'm thinking about doing a horror movie live stream.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah, so if anybody's interested, I'll try to get some more information out there. But anyway, Matt, thank you for being on.
Dude, this was a blast. Hopefully I can come back and do it again sometime. I
No,
had fun.
absolutely.
So
We'd love to have you on. But for the Fancy Werewolf Lounge, I'm Josh Pfizer.
Bye guys. See you next time. Signing out. Liberty Bell.
And
I'm Matt Anderson. Bye.
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Good night, everybody.